After beginning her training as an officer at the General Military Academy, AGM, the Army's Officers Academy, Leonor entered Marines Military Naval School, ENM, as a first-class midshipman, a third-year student. Training has started. She will undergo 4 months of training at ENM and then spend 5 months aboard the training ship Juan Sebastián de Elcano. This moment is a source of pride for the Spanish Navy, as the heir to the throne resides in this institution. To watch more such videos, subscribe to our channel UK British Secret, so that all incoming videos are available to you first. Training many officers for our naval forces. Salia has been training officers for over 300 years, and has established a long tradition since the former Academy of Marine Guards was founded in Cadiz in 1717, providing training in the town of Marin, Pontevedra, since 1943. Is going as a Galician, I add that it is also a source of pride for Galicia. Having the Princess of Astoria in our community, who has long-standing strong ties to the Navy and ENM. This is where she will receive her seafaring training, in our Rias Bajas, which for many years has seen Navy sailboats in action training ENM students. It is here that she will learn to respect and dominate that great lord, the sea, which bathes our shores, which softens our climate, which gives its fruits to our fishermen, and which storms, invincible in days. Some have drawn attention to her contrasting uniforms at the AGM, where she wore a peaked cap. Princess Leonor at the women wear a different headdress with a short brim, while men wear a peaked cap. It is governed by Uniformity Order DIF 1756-2016, establishing the current uniformity rules for the Spanish Armed Forces. The Army is the only branch of service in which women can choose either a peaked cap or a women's cap, which is the official name for Leonor's uniform worn in the ENM. The exception is in formal and ceremonial uniforms, where women must wear a women's hat. In everyday uniforms, gala uniforms, and uniforms for special occasions, women can choose between headgear. However, in the combined corps of the Navy, Air Force, and Armed Forces, women can only wear the women's cap, with a peak. Hat is reserved for men. I think the reason for the women's hat is because it's more comfortable if you have to wear a beanie. The women's hat came into use in the U.S. Navy in 1942 when women were accepted into the Volunteer Emergency Service, VEDUs, were done. From there it spread to other countries. Surprisingly, the U.S. Navy, where the women's hat was known as the bucket cover, did away with it in 2018, establishing the peaked hat as a dress for both sexes. This decision was made for uniformity, and because the bucket cover was considered an old garment. Personally, I'm not entirely convinced, but there are colors for all tastes. I encourage you to give your feedback in the comments.